KREM 2 News at Noon begins now.
The suspect of a deadly shooting faced a judge yesterday. Some new details into what happened in downtown Spokane earlier this week.
Well, we're in for our second snow of the week. Come tonight and tomorrow morning, we'll have the latest on when that will arrive and what impact it will have on the day.
Plus, this an update on why rates for waste management are going up in Spokane. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us here on KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with breaking news. The Federal Way Mayor's Office has said the South Hill rapist Kevin Coe died earlier today. Back in October, you may remember, Coe was moved from Washington's Special Commitment Center on McNeil Island to an adult family home in Federal Way. Investigators believe that Coe was behind 40 rapes and sexual assaults in Spokane back in the late 1970s and early 1980s. However, he only served time for one rape. After serving his prison sentence, Coe was committed to McNeil Island in 2008 when a jury agreed that he was still a danger to the public. A Washington State Department of Social and Health Services psychologist said this October that due to Coe's heart disease, limited mobility, and ongoing mental health issues, he was unlikely to reoffend. Later that month in Federal Way, Coe had re-registered as a level 3 sex offender. It is just 1 minute past noon right now. We're going to head outside, check in with Thomas Patrick. He is standing by in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, what do you know?
Yeah, I'll start with kind of painting the picture for today, Laura, because we're not going to get any rain or snow today, but I kind of hear the trickling of water coming from off the roof. That is the snow melting that fell yesterday and the day before. We're just barely above the freezing mark, and even the snow, which turned to ice last night here at our set, actually is starting to become watery enough that I can actually push it off. It wasn't like that a few hours ago. So no active rain or snow for the inland northwest, and even the moisture unorganized on the west side. Got to give it at least another 14 to 18 hours before any precipitation does ultimately arrive with the next storm system. That'll be late tomorrow morning, but notice that, there's a lot of zeros on the map for your snowfall forecast here. 0 to 1 for Spokane. That is intentional. I do put it that way because there are some scenarios where we just don't get any snow accumulations tomorrow, and it would be more watery and more wet. So it's a rain versus snow system that I'm watching closely, and the temperatures have a big factor to play in that. I kind of mentioned we're just above freezing, 33 in the valley, 34 at Whitworth. So yeah, some of that snow might just start to melt. Still a pinch colder out at the airport. So coming up later in my full forecast, I'll show you what that temperature trend looks like and about when the snow and or rain will begin for a region, because it will make a difference depending on, does it start as snow? Does it even start as rain? There's a lot of details to get to. So I want to make sure I do it justice, and we're going to save that for a little bit later here on KREM 2 News at Noon.
All right, my friend, thank you. Today marking day 3 that classes have been canceled in Moses Lake. The Education Association and the school district still do not have a contract agreement. So yesterday, the Education Association gave the district a proposal. The district says it is reviewing the proposal and preparing a response. There are a few things the two still disagree on, including prep time and funding for some educational programs. A suspect in a deadly shooting faced a judge for the first time yesterday. The shooting happened earlier this week in downtown Spokane. KREM 2's Connor McAvoy was there as the suspect appeared in court.
33-year-old Randy Chaparro is facing a second-degree murder charge for an incident Spokane police say happened here at the Pine and Pacific intersection near downtown Spokane.
The statement that the defendant made allegedly that's outlined in the probable cause statement indicating he just wanted to shoot somebody that day, and then he in fact did shoot somebody.
Randy Chaparro and his lawyers stayed silent Tuesday afternoon during his first court appearance as an attorney read over his statement to police in the investigation of the shooting and killing of Robert D'Annunzio. Police say it happened at around 3 a.m. Monday morning inside an apartment at a complex located near Pine and Pacific during a get-together hosted by someone who knew both men. After interviewing several witnesses, detectives say one saw Chaparro shoot D'Annunzio in the head, rifle through his clothes, and ran away. D'Annunzio was taken to Sacred Heart, where he died later that night. His mother Lydia spoke over Zoom during Chaparro's court appearance.
My son was an innocent child, and They didn't deserve to be murdered.
One witness in the investigation told detectives she was in the company of Chaparro at a nearby apartment and told her he said he felt like killing somebody that day, according to court documents. Police were able to find Chaparro later that night through surveillance video that showed him going back to the same apartment and never leaving. They arrested Chaparro for second-degree murder and first-degree assault, who, as it turns out, was originally out of jail on release conditions for a case in which he was charged with unlawful possession of a firearm. He's now booked in the Spokane County Jail. A criminal history check also shows Chaparro has other felonies, including attempted assault in the second degree by strangulation, domestic violence, and manufacturing a controlled substance. While he's now in jail, the victim's mom, Lydia, told the court today what she now wants for her son.
My son deserves justice.
A judge set Chaparro's bond at $5 million. His arraignment is scheduled for December 4th. In Spokane, Connor McAvoy, KREM 2 News.
And we do have some new information from the Spokane County Commissioner about waste management and the rates that'll be going up. He says the increases are not connected to the general fund budget that the county just approved.
They operate as a business, and so that is a fee for service that they offer. The cost for them to do business has gone up. They have vendors that they have to pay, the hauling, the gasoline, the maintenance on their equipment, their revolving funds that they have, and so those are things that they have to calculate into their operation.
So starting January 1st, garbage rates will go up by 4% and yard waste will go up by 10%. There will also be a new $30 special handling fee for specific appliances. And today we do have some new information about Mayor Lisa Brown's proposed ban on the sale of KREM within the city of Spokane. So KREM is a plant-based substance that is marketed as an energy booster. She says she is proposing this ban because both police and health officials are concerned about a concentrated synthetic version of KREM that could cause overdosing and death. Washington's Poison Center reports 70 KREM-related calls as of September. Last year, they took 56 calls total.
We at the Poison Center have been consulted more and more on 7-hydroxymetragenine, and especially in young kids who have almost died.
So some people argue that KREM does help people kick hard drugs. Others say it works as a natural plant-based alternative to painkillers. A local nonprofit is helping kids kick off the holidays with gingerbread house decorating. Coming up in 2 minutes, how families can celebrate stress-free this weekend.